Hello and welcome to my new channel, Where's Jayac. Today I'm just going to do a quick episode on why you don't need to take that typical traveller rucksack when you go travelling.
I'm going to go through 5 points. First, reusability. Second, security. Third, waterproofness. Fourth, convenience. And finally, my recommendation on what bag you should get and why.
Okay, so when I talk about a typical traveller rucksack, I mean like the Osprey ones or the Mountain Warehouse ones that are like 70 litre with the straps for your shoulders, straps for your chest, straps for your waist. Those bags are really good for what they're designed to be, and that's to be worn for long periods of time. But in reality, when you go travelling, depending on where you go, you might not barely wear your rucksack on your back. I can probably picture the amount of times that I wore my rucksack on my back, and it's probably like 10 minutes a day, and that's solely when I'm going from one city to the other. When I'm staying in the city, my bag's just left at the hostel, it's left tucked under my bed. Reusability. With the big traveller rucksacks with the straps and all, are you really ever going to get a chance to use it again? I mean, if you choose to go travelling again, or you got something planned, of course you're going to use it. But it's a big investment to buy a bag, so when you buy one, think about reusability and when you could use it again. I know the bag I've got a North Face bag, and I use it all the time. I used to use it for rugby training, for my gym gear. I take it when I go to a friend's for a weekend, or like purely for when I'm transporting stuff from one house to another, because it's so easy and lightweight to carry. Security. When looking for a rucksack and choosing to buy one, look for one which you can secure your valuables inside. It's inevitable that your rucksack's not going to be with you the whole time, and when it's not with you, you want to be sure that any valuables that you may have left inside are secured away. I know that my friends had their Osprey ones, and they simply had the simple zip and the snap lock. When we got ferried from one island in Thailand to another, we were all sleeping down below, our bags were on top. It wasn't until we got off and we got to the next hostel that when we checked in our bags, people were like, "Where's my GoPro? Where's my iPad gone?" Waterproofness. Okay, so it might not be necessarily everywhere you go, but every now and then you'll be walking, you have your bag, or you chuck it on the floor somewhere, and you don't realise there's a massive puddle and someone's got a cloth bag or someone's got one that's not waterproof, and 2 minutes later they've gone to get some like underwear out, some trousers, and it's soaking wet. So be sure that when you get a rucksack, make sure it's waterproof. It's best to cover all aspects just in case something happens. You got to think about the convenience of getting the things out of your bag when you arrive to your destination. A lot of the time when you get into a hostel, it might be 10 o'clock at night, everyone's got the lights off. You don't want to be that guy who's flicking the lights on, rustling through his bag. So most of the time you're there with your iPhone light, fishing, trying to find something that's right at the bottom. You're throwing out one thing, two things, three things, and all it is a pair of socks or something stupid at the bottom. So when you get in a bag, it's quite handy to have one that's got a side zip, so that you can open up the top and actually fish around the whole length of the bag.
Okay, so this is my recommendation. It's the North Face Base Camp duffel bag. I got mine in forest green, my favourite colour. It features a duffel handle grip, so it can be held up like so. Also on the back, it features 2 backpack straps, so it can be worn on your back. The bag also opens up the whole way laterally, so when you're fishing for things inside your bag, you can go straight to the bottom, straight to the left, straight to the right. You don't have to fish your way through the whole thing to get something at the bottom of your bag. The good thing about this bag as well is that you can secure it where the zip fastens. You can see it overlaps there twice. You just grab your padlock and fix it straight on. The good thing about it being fixed to the base of the zip rather than the handles is that I've seen before the handles just get snapped off easily, and then someone can get into your bag. Okay, so this is what the rucksack looks like when it's on. It's quite comfortable. The pads are quite wide. They've got padding. It doesn't dig in anywhere. The one thing I'd say is that because the bag is a soft pack, if you've got any particularly square or pointy objects, they're going to dig in your back unless you put it at the bottom of your bag.
So that's it for today's episode. I know some of you may agree with me and some of you may disagree with me. Leave a comment, let me know what kind of bag you use and why you use it.
Okay, some of you may have thought that I was particularly squinty in that video. I'm just going to show you the view of where I am and how ridiculously sunny it is today. Bearing in mind it's been raining the last few days. And if you guys heard any music during that video, there's the culprit.